Hey there, welcome to the College Investor Audio Show. We are so honored that you are here today. If you like what you hear from today's show, please go ahead and hit subscribe so you can get all the updates as we make them available. And you can check out thecollegeinvestor.com in case you want to dive in deeper on any topic we talk about in the podcast. This is the most wonderful time of the year. You thought it was Christmas, but no, it's actually tax season. Woo! All right, maybe it's not the most wonderful. But, like every year, tax season has a habit of kind of sneaking up on us. So, to prepare, and for 2024, you'll likely notice some major adjustments to tax brackets and limits for popular tax credits and deductions and all that stuff. And because of inflation, the IRS made some broad changes affecting, like almost everybody. So let's get down to it. The best tax software of 2024. When it comes to selecting tax software, there's really no one-size-fits-all answer that's perfect for everyone, if only, right? So we've looked at the best and worst of each online tax filing option for 2024. Our selections for best tax software highlight these differences, and so you can find the best option based on your needs. Our top choice for the best overall tax software remains TurboTax, with H&R Block coming in as a very strong runner-up. Cash App Taxes, too, is our top choice for free filing. But they're far from your only options. Today, we're going to look at TaxAct, TaxSlayer, Cash App Taxes, like I mentioned, Free Tax USA, TaxHawk, and a few others, just to ensure that you can make the best choice for your unique tax situation and, of course, your unique budget. We do believe that there really isn't a best option for everyone, but everyone does have a best option based on their needs. First up, let's take a look at the best overall tax software. All right, so the best overall software category represents the software that's really good or great for the majority of filers and tax needs. So regardless of your tax situation, any of these should have you covered. You'll have to pay a little bit more for the premium programs, but they do make tax filing a whole lot faster and a little more straightforward, too. The winner? TurboTax. TurboTax is the easiest tax software to use. It's a little pricier, of course, but it does make tax filing a whole lot easier than most competitors, so it could be worth the price for you. In many cases, filers can import PDF and spreadsheet files with tax data in them, or just connect directly to their employer, bank, or investment company to automatically download all the data. While we don't love the pricing and fees, it's kind of the 900-pound gorilla of the industry, and the integrations to download financial data are a huge time saver for anybody with multiple bank and investment accounts. Our runner-up for best overall? H&R Block. Every year, we're impressed by H&R Block's high-quality tax filing experience, and of course their functionality too. So filers can import most PDF forms, so adding W-2, 1099 forms, and all that jazz is fairly painless. It doesn't have the same wide integration functionality as TurboTax, but it comes with the best option to convert from DIY tax software to in-person human support because of a huge network of H&R Block branches. So the clean user interface and question and answer guidance make H&R Block an excellent option for most people. H&R Block is a bit less expensive, too, than TurboTax. The forms and features are excellent, but do fall just a little bit short of our top choice winner. Nonetheless, most people will have a positive overall experience with H&R Block online. Now we take a look at the best free tax software. Unfortunately for Americans, unlike in many other countries, free filing is something of a unicorn, Only one company, Cash App Taxes, offers truly free filing for everybody in 2024. But with that, of course, it has limits on supported tax situations. If you qualify for free filing, taking advantage can save you over $100 on tax prep. Be careful, though, if you think you should qualify for free filing in 2024. We'll take a look in just a few minutes on maximizing credits and deductions as well. A lot of tax programs advertise free filing for some users. Most people are forced, though, to upgrade to a paid tier. TurboTax, I'm looking at you. You don't want to start filing with one tax software only to be forced into an expensive surprise upgrade later down the road. A warning: if you start filing taxes through a link at the IRS Free File website, you will not be able to upgrade later to a paid version per program rules. If you may need to upgrade to a paid version, be sure to start at the tax software vendor's website, not the IRS Free File site. So important. Our winner for, of course, the free tax software, the only one that offers it, Cash App Taxes. You might know it as Credit Karma Tax. It is the only major software program providing free state and federal filing for all covered tax situations. The semi-guided navigation and freebies like Audit Defense make Cash App Taxes software that's tough to overlook. Cash App Taxes is owned by Square, the payment processor and owner of Cash App. Cash App Taxes doesn't work for households filing in multiple states, though. You'll need to look elsewhere if you moved during the year or earned income in multiple states. Active traders may also run into limitations, as Cash App Taxes doesn't have any brokerage integrations, but most other filers will likely enjoy the free price point and the well-designed user experience. Our runner-up? H&R Block Free. In 2024, H&R Block Online Free has the same excellent user experience as the paid version, but of course with limited tax situations covered. Filers can just snap a photo of their W-2 and complete filing in just a few minutes, no joke. The free tier also supports Social Security and unemployment income. The child tax credit, the earned income credit, EIC, education credits, student loan interest deductions are part of the free version, whereas many other tax apps require an upgrade if you have any of those needs. Unfortunately, though, not everybody's going to qualify for free filing with H&R Block. For example, those with daycare expenses or HSA contributions, rental income, self-employment income, or capital gains, any of that stuff, they're going to have to pay to upgrade to a higher tier. Okay, let's take a look at best tax software for maximizing credits and deductions, and itemized deductions, too. All right, so historically, we've called this category the best software for itemizers. However, the 2017 tax law led to fewer people even needing to itemize. Although fewer people need to itemize their taxes in 2024, many still rely on this option to maximize credits and deductions. And in 2025, all of this stuff could change too. The following situations offer opportunities to claim deductions or credits that don't require itemizing: paying student loan interest, paying higher education expenses, contribution to a retirement account, paying child or dependent care expenses, contributing up to $300 in charitable expenses, contributing to an HSA, and additional limited situations. So depending on your situation, either of these could be the best choice for you. Our winner? TurboTax. TurboTax charges the most to take advantage of all features for itemized deductions, but you do get what you pay for. TurboTax forms are easier and faster to complete than anybody else. It has a quick search feature to kind of jump around to any specific credit, deduction, or for what you want to enter. All tax software should give you the same maximum refund within a few bucks due to rounding. However, TurboTax makes finding and capturing all refunds you may qualify for just easier than everybody else. And just that alone can make it worth the added cost to those with complex taxes. High-income households and filers with more complexity in their tax situation may find the higher cost well worth it. Our runner-up? Cash App Taxes. Cash App Taxes offers free and state tax filing, which we touched on earlier. The user experience is excellent, and you don't have to worry about paying for upgrades either, even when you have a long list of deductions. This free filing software is ideal for users who need to maximize their refund and have maybe slightly complicated finances. If you don't care about the bells and whistles of TurboTax and can make Cash App Taxes work, it's definitely a solid choice. Cash App Taxes is our top recommendation for free tax filing. It supports most tax situations except K-1 income or multi-state filing. And if you're self-employed, move to a new state, or you work and live across state lines, you might want to go ahead and go with a pricier competitor. Okay, let's take a look at best tax software for student loan borrowers. So in the US, the student loan interest deduction allows you to lower your taxable income without even itemizing. With the COVID-related moratorium on student loan payments over, tax filers who paid student loan interest should take advantage of this savings opportunity. Our winner for this? TaxSlayer. TaxSlayer really brings a good balance of features and cost, coming in with much more affordable pricing than industry leaders, but still bringing very good features. If you're a recent grad with student loan interest and taxes that are not overly complicated, TaxSlayer could be the winner for you. It doesn't have great importing features for active traders, but most others will find TaxSlayer does an excellent job of guiding them through their tax prep experience without breaking the bank either. For example, if you only have W-2 and a bank account, interest, plus some student loans, TaxSlayer is a great choice for you hands down. If you're already on a tight budget due to those student loan payments, TaxSlayer can save you money while giving you all the necessary features for an accurate tax return. Our runner-up here? H&R Block. H&R Block supports student loan interest and other educational credits on its free tier. It's totally easy to use, which makes tax filing a snap. The free version also includes tuition deductions if you or your household have any current students. However, you gotta watch out for limits to the free tier that could trigger a required upgrade. Most credits and deductions aren't supported at the free level. People who contributed to an HSA, a traditional IRA, or anybody with dependent care expenses, and those who made charitable contributions are going to need to upgrade. Our second runner-up, Cash App Taxes, completely free. It's not our top choice for active investors, business owners, or multi-state filers, but other students with mostly W-2 income and a few 1099s, you're going to do just fine here. Depending on your tax situation, choosing this free option is like saving $100 or more on your taxes, thanks to the lower tax prep costs. Our best tax software for cryptocurrency traders. If you dabble in the digital currency world, you likely know that the tax laws for crypto, it's kind of similar to stocks, somewhat. Getting your crypto income, capital gains, and other details accurately summarized and reported on your tax return is required by law. Major cryptocurrency exchanges report to the IRS, so don't think you're going to get away with cheating Uncle Sam on your crypto earnings. He always gets what he wants. While most tax software has some basic questions about cryptocurrency, they typically don't offer easy integrations with crypto exchanges or wallets. Because it comes with better support for digital currencies, we picked TurboTax as the winner. We also reviewed a helper option that can help you pull together cryptocurrency tax forms from your exchanges and wallets. So, that said, TurboTax Premium is absolutely the winner. Really makes it easy for Coinbase customers to import transactions right into the software. Once you import your transactions, TurboTax does all the math for you with the zeros and ones and all that stuff, and it helps you declare profits and losses. You will need to upgrade to TurboTax's premium level to access cryptocurrency features, including the Coinbase import tool. TurboTax also allows users to upload spreadsheet versions of IRS Form 8949 from other crypto tax tools. Filers who use a tax calculator, which we have a link to at thecollegeinvestor.com, can import their reports right into TurboTax directly. Our runner-up for crypto, Tax Act Premium. Tax Act does not have a lot of third-party integrations, but it does have a method for calculating crypto-related capital gains. Filers can upload IRS Form 8949, then they can summarize their total capital gains in a single line. This admittedly feels unintuitive, but it's the method advanced by both Tax Act and the tax liability calculators. And let's talk about those calculators. Here are the best tax liability calculators for crypto and NFT traders. Cryptocurrency has seen its fair share of ups and downs, with major winning streaks and then lengthy crypto winter losses. Yeesh. While you may want to put crypto losses behind you, we understand. Getting the taxes right for past crypto investments is still required. These tax packages aren't full of tax filing tools. Instead, they calculate the tax liability associated with crypto and NFT activity. You'll then just export IRS Form 8949 which is required for calculating capital gains on trades. You can import Form 8949 into TurboTax and other tax software. Our winner for this is Coinly, with a K. Coinly offers a great app for tracking all cryptocurrency accounts and wallets year-round. For free! And then when tax season comes around, Coinly offers features to convert that crypto data into tax forms and reports. It's pretty cool. The free plan lets you try everything out, but it doesn't generate those reports for you. Full tax reporting costs anywhere from $49 to $179 per tax year. That just depends on the number of transactions you have. It works with nearly all types of trades, automatically matches transactions between accounts and wallets, and downloads from most exchanges via APIs. It also downloads wallet data from each blockchain network for self-custody wallets. Our runner-up here is CoinTracker. CoinTracker is a robust cryptocurrency tracking and tax reporting software. We don't love the pricing, but it does have the best features, some of the best features, really, and ease of use of any cryptocurrency tax solution. It directly integrates with more than 500 exchanges, wallets, and blockchains using a combination of built-in integrations and APIs. You can connect and track your current holdings for free. Getting more details on your earnings and losses requires upgrading to a subscription plan, though, which costs up to $99 per month. Yowza! So we don't recommend the crypto tracking subscription to most typical crypto investors. Tax prep is free for users with less than 25 transactions. Premium tiers do cost $99 to $599, currently offered with a discount, for added support and tax summaries by wallet. Best tax software for stock market investors. All right, so filers who really only place a few trades per year have several options. For example, TaxHawk or Cash App Taxes can easily handle these situations. However, people who trade more than 100 times per year will likely not want to enter trades manually. It'd be a nightmare, right? So our two preferred providers are unfortunately the most expensive. However, they do make tax filing simple for stock market investors. Sometimes your time saved is worth the slightly higher cost. So please consider these. Our winner, H&R Block Premium. They allow users to upload tax forms from their brokerages. H&R Block will then use those forms to figure out the filer's taxable income. It imports 1099-B forms, among others. Then, H&R Block takes on the burden of calculating your capital gains taxes. H&R Block Premium isn't cheap, but the time savings is well worth the price. H&R Block's pricing and features are a reasonable choice if you have one or two brokerage accounts. Our runner-up here is TurboTax Premium. TurboTax offers similar functionality as H&R Block. It integrates with tons of brokerages, which makes tax filing easy. The point-and-click interface offers superior usability compared to H&R Block's interface, too. However, the enhanced usability fails to justify the higher price tag, that's for sure. Most users will save money by using H&R Block Premium. If you have many investment accounts, TurboTax might be worth the extra cost for transaction data downloads directly from the brokerage rather than uploading tax forms. Here's the best tax software for landlords. Switching gears here. Landlords have some of the most complicated returns for sure, along with business owners. Keeping track of a property's income, expenses, depreciation, all that jazz can be tedious, but essential for tax time. So we look for software that makes calculating depreciation easy and allows for easy import of prior year information to ensure continuity across returns. So there's also some preference given to software that allows filers to import from the previous year's taxes. The prior year's numbers help landlords understand whether there's variances from the previous year's numbers and if they make sense or are due to miskeying information. Our winner here, TaxSlayer Classic. TaxSlayer Classic supports all major tax forms, including Schedule E for rental income. Landlords will appreciate TaxSlayer's easy-to-use interface and the jargon-free articles that explain how deductions can be claimed. Plus, it's cheaper than TurboTax and H&R Block for some similar features. Those who have specific questions can upgrade to the premium version to ask a tax pro how certain expenses should be classified. TaxSlayer supports competitor imports and has excellent summary sections that make reviewing so easy. Runner-up? Cash App Taxes, believe it or not. Although Cash App Taxes is free, it does have great depreciation calculators that simplify taxes for rental income. Landlords can use the guided interface to claim legitimate deductions and depreciation accurately. Filers can also import prior year information from H&R Block, TurboTax, and Tax Act. This makes it easy to compare year-over-year claims. And we move on to the best tax software for side hustlers. This year, we like to kind of separate side hustlers from all other business owners because there's a difference in how full-time business owners handle taxes from side hustlers. We define side hustlers as people working in the gig economy or who earn a part-time income from small businesses outside of a full-time job. The interesting thing about side hustlers is that they often use different expense tracking apps, like Everlance, and may be eligible to file a Schedule C EZ tax form instead of a full Schedule C. Our winner here? Surprise, surprise, Cash App Taxes. Cash App Taxes allows side hustlers to prepare their tax returns for free. I think we've said that before, right? While filers can't import information, the software serves up helpful info bubbles throughout the software to smooth that tax filing experience a little bit. The free price tag and usability make Cash App Taxes a great choice, kind of a no-brainer, for side hustlers without complicated expenses. It's not going to work with K-1 income, which is more common for full-time self-employed business owners. Our runner-up, TaxSlayer Classic. TaxSlayer Classic gives users access to all tax forms. Given the low price point and extremely robust software, this is a great deal for sure. Unfortunately, though, the Classic level doesn't include pro support or audit defense, but it is a great deal for filers who want a great user interface but don't need all the extras. And don't forget about bookkeeping apps if you do own a business. No discussion about tax filing is complete without discussing and talking about bookkeeping apps. Filing a Schedule C for your business is super easy if you keep good records. Our team uses 2 apps for side hustle income and expense tracking: Tiller Money for expense tracking and Everlance for mileage tracking. These apps are highly recommended if you don't use a full bookkeeping suite like QuickBooks or Xero or FreshBooks. Last year, we reviewed Keeper Tax for the first time, too. The text message-based interface is perfect for people who hate bookkeeping. It's just $11 a month. It includes access to a bookkeeper who manually reviews your expenses. And at tax time, you can pay $39 for a summarized expense report. Not too shabby. And that brings us to best tax software for small business owners. All right, so beyond just entering income and expenses, small business owners need to consider business structure, asset depreciation, individual retirement plans, and more. While a lot of small business owners would likely benefit from an accountant, those wanting to DIY this thing need to have software that's up for the challenge. I'm self-employed and a sole proprietor, and I hired an accountant. You guys are brave if you go at this yourself, but that's cool. Let's talk about the winner, TaxSlayer Self-Employed. TaxSlayer offers premium tax filing software at a much lower price point than H&R Block and TurboTax. Small business owners who need to categorize unique expenses can just get on the phone with a self-employment expert. TaxSlayer is about 2/3 the price, no joke, of our runner-up and offers more valuable perks, too. It doesn't, however, automatically generate W-2 or 1099 NEC forms for employees. Small business owners who need these forms, you might need to consider TurboTax instead, which is our runner-up, TurboTax Premium. So TurboTax Premium boasts an easy-to-use interface and many supported connections for imports. It also allows self-employed people to kind of figure out the maximum contribution they can make to a solo 401k or Roth IRA. As it's owned by the same company as QuickBooks, you know it's easy to bring your information over from the leading bookkeeping app to the leading tax app. Now we move on to the best value for experienced filers. You're really not necessarily going to need any guidance to get through your taxes if you're experienced and you know these things. So these filers may just need the forms and just maybe some calculators to help them through the tough parts. These are the bargain software options for people who kind of know what they're doing. Not me. But our winner is Cash App Taxes. We've talked about this several times. Cash App Taxes is totally free. It's amazing for experienced and even beginning filers. It's not ideal for active traders, but most everybody else is going to be able to use this thing. The big drawback to Cash App Taxes, it doesn't cover all situations. If you moved mid-year, have a K-1 form, maybe you hold some foreign investments, you're going to need to move on to something else. Our runner-up, Free Tax USA. Free Tax USA is by no means what we consider premium software, but it is relatively easy to use. Plus, it offers access to every major tax form. Federal filing is always free. State filing is just $15 per state. Among paid tax software, that's one of the best deals around for sure. The company also offers pro support as an upgrade. This allows experienced filers to pay to have their personal tax questions answered. Experienced tax filers will find that Free Tax USA's organization will allow them to kind of jump around and complete filing in short order. Let's move on to support. Here is the best support from tax pros. Tax filing time can be a challenge, especially for filers facing new tax situations. So trying to figure out what you can legally deduct is important, but tax filers can end up overpaying to have pros file their taxes for them. We're recommending companies that do offer Ask a Tax Pro options for their online filers, sometimes called Live Assist. These companies allow filers to set appointments to get their personalized tax questions answered. Our winner for this, first time we're mentioning them today, Tax Hawk Pro Support. Tax Hawk's Pro Support tier costs $45. It involves unlimited phone, live chat, or screen share support with a tax expert. If you've got questions, these experts give you an answer. While the cost has gone up since last year, Tax Hawk's pricing and support options are so tough to beat. Our runner-up here is TaxSlayer Premium. So TaxSlayer Premium is a moderately priced software with some massive value for filers looking for support. It comes with unlimited Ask a Pro options where you can get support from a tax professional, either an enrolled agent or even a CPA. It also comes with audit defense support and unlimited technical support. Here are the best virtual tax preparation options. Virtual Tax Prep was rolled out a few years ago by a few of the leading tax software companies, but the service has become increasingly popular since the pandemic began. Here are our two favorite virtual tax prep service providers for 2023. Our winner? H&R Block Virtual. You can upload your tax documents to H&R Block through a secure online portal, and a CPA or enrolled agent will handle the filing from there. The software will even provide an estimated time until completion when you select your tax pro. You may need to answer a few questions via phone or email, but the process is simple compared with filing yourself. If you want in-person tax prep, you can also use H&R Block in person or drop-off services, where instead of uploading your documents, you can just drop them off at a local office. Let them handle it. Readers of The College Investor and listeners of the audio show can also get $25 off in-person tax prep with a coupon we have a link to at thecollegeinvestor.com. Our runner-up, TurboTax Full Service. The TurboTax Full Service option gives users the ability to upload tax documents and even have a tax expert handle filling in tax forms from there. If you prefer not to file your own taxes but just kind of want to stick with the TurboTax brand, consider TurboTax's full service option. Here's the best for people seeking a tax refund advance loan. We don't love these, and you can read about why and listen to previous podcasts too at thecollegeinvestor.com. But if you do need your tax refund to pay some bills, a refund anticipation loan might be on your radar. Unfortunately, there are just too many lenders who are going to charge high interest rates to give you an advance for a few weeks. So we don't recommend a tax refund anticipation loan at all. But if you qualify, you might appreciate TurboTax's interest-free option. Which is our winner. TurboTax is one of only a few tax filing companies issuing tax refund advance loans this year at all. Filers can qualify for up to $4,000, which is received in minutes after the IRS accepts your electronically filed tax return. So here's what you need to know, though, about TurboTax's advance. 0% interest, no fees, and they're even same-day approvals. Not too bad. And here are some final thoughts as we wrap up this marathon of a show today. There are a ton of options for you to file your taxes for sure. And depending on your situation, you might need a premium tool with advanced features, or you might do fine with a free option as well. With any of these tax prep tools, you can zero in on what needs are most important to you and confidently move forward with your 2024 tax return. Also note, prices and deals change all tax season long. But we do try our best to keep up with the changes. Sometimes we don't catch everything, so if you do see any changes, please let us know. And you can do that by following us all over social media. You can also comment on this article too at thecollegeinvestor.com. Just type in Best Tax Software 2024 and you'll find it right in the search bar. And you can also, please, subscribe to this podcast. Make it a routine for you as we continue to provide great content for you to help you in all of your money goals and achieving financial freedom. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and we will talk to you again real soon.